drawers, same fit, same smile, new grip, loose change, save it, extra chips to play with. Same drawers, same fit, same smile, new grip, loose change, save it, extra chips to play with.
Stacking up my ones, I'm even putting the pennies to the side. I need an M, I ain't got time for the petty looking crimes, cause time ticket never wait. That bread might have a meat with thunder. I can't help that God bless me with these talents. They say I manage a lot, I just say I'm well balanced. But they say success will never come without
the pleasure of being at a rap show. Haven't been to one of those in a minute. But of course, I was on the list, so I didn't need that. But with that being said, a recap of last night and the whole event. It was dope because you got to actually see the real hip hop fans that trickled in slow, one at a time, to them playing bowling, to you grabbing their attention, off the bowling game, to you on the floor, to you performing. I want to give you guys a real insightful look on how the music game is, especially when you bring people out, and then when you bring people out who's part of the label. Things that you need to do for the fans and things you need to do for the label. So start with number one. When you come out, you gotta be memorable. It gotta be your outfit, it gotta be your performance, it gotta be your interactions. Either one of those three things. Your outfit, your interaction, or your performance, where people want to come up to you, speak to you, and talk to you, and get your information so they can put you somewhere in their rotation. And a lot of artists before the shows are not walking around and shaking hands and talking to the people and letting them know, like, I'm such and such artist, I'm performing tonight, who did you come out here to see? Would you be interested in taking the front stage or center stage or front audience while I'm performing, so you can get the experience of a lifetime? Sometimes you may think that you're bigger than you are and the whole crowd is waiting for the headliner act. Be memorable. Be memorable by your outfit, your interactions, and your performance. Number two, take their heart, take their soul, take their emotion, take some of their energy from them so they can feel like, who's this artist? Who's this guy? When you're on stage and you have 15, 20, 30 people you bring out, it's someone's job to be in the crowd to tell people this is this artist. So you need memorabilia as well. This episode is sponsored by the GYM. M stands for men. We're holding men accountable, whether you're advanced or a beginner. Keep the testosterone flowing. No matter where you are, you can do 50 dips, 50 push-ups, or 50 squats. Anytime, any place where it seems fit. Don't let, I work, be an excuse. Be accountable as the leader, provider, and protector of the family. So make sure you get your reps in daily and have rest days. This episode is sponsored by the GYM. Back to the episode at hand. Do not show up unprepared, because that may be your last time that you see these people who are actually fans of the culture, of the actual thing that you represent. You gotta be present. So when you're being present, make sure you got that big banner so people can see your name. Make sure you got some merch on that says your name. Something to that extent or effect where people know exactly who you are. Because when you don't do that, it just shows like, you know what, I'm here for the moment, and next time maybe I'll capitalize. Simple fact that your performance needs to be on point, because if you bring in out someone from your team or your label, they're looking at other artists and other acts like, who is this? Maybe I should look this person up and see what they're doing. And if they see that this artist potentially could be part of the label or they checking out their situation, and you may not be Front Street. So it's inevitable to kill that performance. If you don't have that, then you're not the full package. Especially at a certain point in your career, even if you're starting out, you want to look like you're the full package. You don't have to have everything down packed, but when the label execs and they are out, they are scouting, and other artists possibly can take your spot. So let's say if you go to a show and you do your average performance and another artist is up there, he has good music, he has the better look, he's younger, they're gonna scout, and then they'll take that guy and put him in front of you. If they put him on a label, to be like, oh, I can market this guy better than the guy I had on a label for years, who's just doing a bare minimum, and we can drop when I want to. You don't become the priority that way. And when you're not priority, you're sitting on the shelf and you're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and then other conversations come up about other artists that's on a label that's dropping. And people are looking at it like, oh man, I'm looking from an outside point of view because I was just invited and I had an itch to get on that stage. I wanted to get on the stage. I was thinking about the records that I would be playing if I was up there, to change it up. Just because it's a hip hop show don't mean we can't do something like
going to a place I never been, I think Alaska. When you take the ashes, my mind take me faster. 38 degrees, man, it's cold in Alaska. Just a short stay, I don't have to sell my plasma. Going to
If you want to get signed, you better know that there's competition out there that's doing a little more than somebody that's doing more than you. And you have to be valuable in your thing. Last but not least, if you're not getting social media, if you're not getting anything like that, are you collecting emails? Are you talking to the staff at the place, the security, people like that can get you in the door? Did you talk to all the bar people? Did you speak to all of these people that's in the venue? Let them know that you're performing, one, and two, that you'd like to be in contact with them to see how you can book a show at that venue, especially if you like the venue. If you like the venue, then you should be doing things like that. But the show last night, all in all, it just showed me how prepared an artist should be when he's gonna do a show. And if you're not prepared, be prepared to drown. If you ain't swimming, you're gonna sink. I promise, if you ain't swimming, you're gonna sink, family. So that was the recap of last night's show. I'm still a bit tired, but tired don't mean anything. 10 days in, we ain't stopping, family. Every single day, you're gonna get one. YouTube ain't pushing my videos out. And I believe it's because I'm not doing a lot of content in the studio. I believe that should be more prevalent for you guys to see my life just by being in the studio. I feel like there's other aspects to it. But if that's what you're here to see, I gotta do more of it, and I sure will. So I'll see you guys on episode 11, family. Salute. A lot of people cold with it.
talking to anxiety. Why the hell you eyeing me? Seems like you admire me. Send a pop over randomly. 1 for me, 2 for you, 3 for 3. 3's a choke, choke is sleep. 4